Taurus, welcome to March. It's a lot going on this month. Your reading starts on the 7th. So I'm going to do this old school and let the cards lead the conversation. How are you feeling? We have the moon. Okay, like I said, your reading starts on the full moon on the 7th. Same day Saturn moves into Pisces. Okay, if you just made it through your first Saturn return, congratulations. We made it. If you're about to start your Saturn return, don't worry. It'll be so much better. Just trust. Okay, we'll get into that later. Yes. Speaking of Saturn. Well, that's exactly where we're starting the reading. So, the Emperor and the Seven of Wands with the Eight of Cups on the bottom. All right, Taurus. Anything that was not working before cannot go with you. Like, it cannot. You can cry, you can laugh, you can let go, you can flow. It doesn't matter. But there's certain things that cannot exist beyond this point. I understand you're a fixed sign. This is comical. This is why I don't just talk. I use the cards also because they make it less personal. Okay. It's never personal. It's never personal. My heart's wide open. The Hanged Man in reverse and the Nine of Cups. Okay. The thing about this full moon is, for you Taurus risings, it's in your 5th house. So your habits, especially spending habits, it's going to be highlighted. Things that cause you more problems than flow. Okay, and so it's good that these things are being removed, and it's only painful in the attachment to certain things, okay? And whatever is coming to your mind, okay, it doesn't have to be like crazy addictions or anything like that. It's just your day-to-day habits, your long-term habits, okay, they're being highlighted. And so what this really is with Saturn is a checkpoint. It's a checkpoint where you decide how your life's going to unfold from now on. Okay, there is no more, well, I'm in this situation because this bad thing happened to me, or this unfair thing happened to me. And I'm not in this to trigger anyone. Okay, if I speak very freely. I channel what comes out is meant for you. So with that being said, there is some balance, there is happiness. Okay, there is an energy of you making the decision to move from a different place, making an empowering decision, like, I'm gonna have this because I said so, not because, you know, I have this because of some unfortunate occurrence. After the decisions are made, after you decide to be happy, things unfold very beautifully for you, especially financially. Okay, this card, I know these are just cards, but there's so much in one card. Like, when you think of happiness, are you selling yourself short with the happiness? Are you deciding, because this is also going to have to do with negotiations. The way you negotiate is highlighted with this full moon, and you might have been selling yourself short in certain ways. Okay, not even just financially, but with your happiness. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords on the bottom. Sometimes we can get stuck in a certain way of doing things, and after a while, those things don't stand the test of time. There are habits that we make that we will have until our last breath. There are habits that we have for seasons of our life, okay? Very much a spring cleaning energy. I keep saying that in all the signs, but that's what Saturn does. Saturn comes into your life at a certain time to clean up your act and get you on the right path to your happiness, okay? And keep that in mind when you find yourself holding on to certain things and it becomes painful to hold on to those things. That's the point. That's beyond the point of where the letting go should have taken place, okay? And there is no shame in any of this, okay? There can be a lot of critiquing and just like judging us towards ourselves or others around this moon. So, you know, just kind of steer clear of that, or just be mindful of it so that it doesn't affect you so deeply. But you are, like, these gates are opening for you. That's what they just showed me, is like, I mean, it's you know, typical bull metaphor, but like this gate's opening for you. So like when you're outside of this gate, do you wreak havoc on everything because that's, you know, what they had coming and that's what's fair, and you've been building up this steam for quite a while and maybe nobody knew about it? Or yeah, Five of Wands. Or do you use all that power for good? Okay, so what's the difference in between getting revenge and you being happy? Well, there's quite a difference, because when, you know, if that's something you've been contemplating, sorry, the words are coming faster than I can speak. If that's something you've been contemplating, it's not that you're not justified. Okay, whatever this is, Taurus, it's not that you're not justified. It's just that you could jumpstart your success, jumpstart your happiness, okay, and really like begin to channel life into what this looks like, okay? Because right now some of you might be in, this is Pisces season, and so it's kind of unfortunate that we have like these hard reality checks, because it's not unfortunate, it's very fortunate and it's very positive. But it's Pisces season, and so, you know, it can be elusive, like what's real and what isn't, disillusioning, what really has to go and what really has to go, right? So things get different, they get better, you vibe a little more around the 16th. Venus moves into your sign, okay? This can make things, this can boost you in the sense of feeling this bliss, this glow up, okay, this new path that you're on, okay? That's worth celebrating. And if you wanted to take yourself out or do something special for yourself around the 16th, that would be amazing, I think, way to celebrate Venus moving into your, well, it's home in Taurus. So a couple of days afterwards, Mercury, and then a couple of days after that, the sun and the moon will all be activated in Aries. Okay, so for you Taurus risings, this is going to be a lot of 12th house activity. this can make you question all the good things that have just happened for you this month. Okay, it's gonna go by really quickly, so understand, we're gonna start at the full moon. You know, you're highlighted, you know what you gotta do, and it just gets clearer and clearer. It's very obvious things, very in your face. You probably already know, but this is just confirmation. So you have these set of things, and you're working on yourself, and it gets even better after the 16th, right? Because now you're like enjoying working on yourself, and it's starting to pay off, and you're starting to see the benefits of, you know, the hard habits that you broke. A couple of days after that, okay, so 2 weeks, you know, the Mercury in Aries, Sun in Aries, and then the same day the Sun moves into Aries, there is a new moon in Aries. This is very much that fresh start that you've been looking for. The trick is to not second guess it. Like, get doubt, be prepared to get doubt out of your mind by then, because you're gonna be in such a great place before. Don't let the energies, the planets, push you around in your 12th house for you Taurus risings and make you doubt any of it, because it's possible. I mean, it's, you know, it's probable around that time. You know, you have all these things, and a lot of you have made such crazy changes over the past year, and it's like, when am I going to get some relief? When is this going to really, like, you know, pop off for me? And it's now. I promise you, this month, don't second guess it at the end of the month. It's just Aries, and it's just all this power that, see what I'm saying? Don't second guess that love, that, and here's the Fool on the bottom. We have 2 aces. You chose love, right? The decision. You chose love. You chose happiness. You chose the highest path for yourself. It will pay off. Okay, so let me talk more about, I'm trying to sell you on this, because I know how the 12th house stuff really activates us. It's almost your season. Start thinking about this. If you start getting weird around the 18th, 20th, if you start feeling weird, start planning your birthday. You don't have to put anything in stone. You don't have to like book any place unless you're ready, but just start thinking about how you want to spend your birthday and how you want to celebrate your solar return, because that's just going to add to the essence of all of this. Okay, I'm going to give you something to look forward to. Okay, so the Queen of Swords, the Hierophant, and the 3 of Wands. There might be some necessary arguments, if you want to put it that way. There's definitely boundaries around you that protect this new version of yourself. This is what I want to tell you about the end of the month. Okay, yeah, Pluto enters Aquarius, but it's going to go back into Capricorn. We'll talk about that next year. Mars in Cancer on the 25th. If you have anything in your closet, in your wardrobe, in your makeup box, bag, whatever, that when you wear it, it feels like a version of you that no longer exists, or a version of you that you loved and appreciated, but that's just not who you are anymore, get rid of it. I mean, you could do that now if you wanted, but definitely do that by the 25th. Okay, anything that you put on or use that doesn't make you feel like the star that you are, it's gotta go. Definitely. It's gotta go somewhere. Vacuum seal that shit and put it up. Donate. Okay. So there is the 3 of Swords on the bottom. Out came the Fool, the 2 of coins and the Eight of Swords. I really think this is referring to your subconscious activity around the end of the month. So some things that you need to hear right now. The only thing keeping you where you are versus where you want to be are your thoughts. You've heard that before. You've heard that a million times. You probably practice some type of manifestation. When Mercury moves into Aries, I want you to start listening to subliminals. And be very careful with this channel that you use. Make sure they're transparent with the words that you're putting into your subconscious mind. But you can sleep with this and you don't even have to think about it. The less you think about it, the better they work. Okay, start your subliminals. And even during the day when you're conscious, when you're just in the background music, put some frequencies. 432, maybe 500 something. And there's so many frequencies. Play some higher frequencies to unstagnate that energy. Okay, there's energy that needs broken up within you, and Saturn's, you know, Saturn's gonna help with that. But if you help with that, it'll be so much more graceful, so much more pleasant, and you can really, really get that fresh start. Okay, so what do we need before we go? Yeah. You can get a head start with this full moon. Okay, this is the Hierophant. Excuse me. I just said it's the Hierophant. I'm like, why am I nervous? It's the Hermit. It's the Virgo. It's the going within and cleaning those thoughts up and recognizing them. That's the only thing that's really going to change your life. And I'm being from the heart, the bottom of my heart, so honest with you. Okay, it's not me. It's not any tarot reader out there. The only thing that's going to change your life is doing some subconscious reprogramming. So, if you want a personal reading, my link's below. I have my website. Email me after you get your reading so that way we can talk and I can make sure you get your reading and there's just very clear communication. All right, Taurus, I hope this helps. Okay, follow me on my things and I'll see you next month.